Hello, this is Mrs. Holmes here to give you a basic tutorial on Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word is how we would do a typing presentation. Remember that this is my own home computer, and so things might look a little bit different. Also, please remember to press pause after I give a direction, go do it, then come back to the video and keep watching. Step 1 is to click the Start button and click All Programs. Then you need to find the yellow folder for Microsoft Office. And then you're looking for the blue W, Microsoft Word. Start All Programs, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word. Because this might be the first time you're using Microsoft Word, a box might pop up in the middle with your name. Just click OK. This is a blank document. It is defaulted, which means it's set up to have Calibri as its font and size 11. For most of our projects, you want to keep the font something basic that you can easily read. Sometimes we might be able to jazz it up and do a funky or fancy font. Take a few minutes to find a font that's not really cursive. Make sure somebody's old eyes can read it. Pick something kind of plain, but something that you like. There are hundreds of different fonts. Don't spend all day picking. Now, because our typing is not going to be very long, we can change the size of our typing. We can do about an 18 or a 20. You can do this two ways. You can use this drop down arrow, or you can simply click the up button. If we find that 20 is too big, we can always go back and change it. Go ahead and do that on your computer now. The next step we want to do is put our title in the middle. Look where the mouse is clicking. This is called center align. It puts our typing, our cursor, smack dab in the middle. I'm going to type my title. If you noticed, each of the first letters is capitalized. You do a capital by holding Shift down and bopping the letter you want capital one time. Also look that there's only one space bar between your words. The space bar is the long, skinny key on the keyboard. To get to the next line, I simply hit Enter on the keyboard. Capital B for Buy, capital M for Mrs., capital H for Holmes. Enter again. Now when I start my actual typing, I want to have my typing left aligned. This example I'm using is for a bird project, but this can be for any type of typing on Microsoft Word. You should have something already written down that you are just copying from your paper. No need to make it up as you go. After you do a period, you do two space bars. And notice that I've done capital letters at the beginning of each sentence. Also notice that when I start typing at the end of a line, it automatically goes down to the next line. No need to hit enter or do spaces to get to the next line, the computer knows and goes to the next line for you. This is the basics for Microsoft Word. If I click and highlight, I can go back and change my font and change the size. I can bold it, which makes it stand out more. I can italicize, which makes it tip to the side. I can also highlight my title and underline it. If I see something squiggly underneath a word, it means either it's not the right word or I spelled it wrong. And this is telling me I should take out the apostrophe. The red line is telling me it's spelled wrong. I put my mouse over the word and right click. That's the button that is not the one you normally touch. You normally click with your pointer finger on the mouse. This time you're going to click with your middle finger on the other side of the mouse. And it's going to give you a bunch of suggestions sometimes. And you kind of have to do your best figuring out which one is the right one. Check your paper, check around you to see if there's any tips and tricks for the correct spelling. And I would just keep typing my report. Now, when it's time to go, I need to file and save. The very first time I'm saving something, it's going to ask me to give it a name. Because I did a title, it already has a really good name. I don't want my title, my document, to be untitled. I don't want my document to be called my name. I'll have hundreds of documents with the same name. That wouldn't make any sense, and it would be really hard for me to find what I'm looking for when I come back to keep working. So All About the Toucan is a name that makes sense and tells me what this document is all about. So I'm going to save it, and I might close it up. And then when I come back next time, I'm going to file open and find my document to open it up. File open gets back the work that I'm using. Press stop on this video and go complete your whole typing. You'll then watch the next video so that you can see how to insert a picture.